What's up, everybody? Welcome back to How To You. Today, we're going to try Invisalign. All right, guys, so Invisalign, it's basically adult braces. They don't recommend it for children just because it takes some self-control, and I will talk all about that. We're going to keep the video kind of short, but I do want to go over some of the experiences I've had. Sorry, it's really actually hard to talk with them in. But some experiences that I've had since I've had these on. I've had them on for 4 days now, and when I went to my dentist, they took this device, they scan your teeth with it. It creates this 3D image in their software. And then they can show you what your smile's gonna look like. So you're like, whoa, this is what I'm looking forward to. And they're like, oh yeah, 9 months or 12 months or whatever your time period is, depending on what your goal is, they'll show you on how your smile's gonna look. So it was really cool to see that and kind of get a sneak preview of what's to come. So that's something that was pretty cool. So mine took about a month to actually get made and shipped. There are probably some shipping issues right now because of what. The thing that shall not be named during 2020. So keep that in mind. But when they came in, I went into my dentist. Or my orthodontist, I should say. They put buttons on your teeth. So buttons are basically just these little they're like tooth-colored little spikes. I mean, they basically feel like fillings, and they're designed to hold on the clips, right? So they did that. That took maybe 30 minutes altogether. Probably not even that, actually, maybe 20 minutes. And they took the stuff we had just got, and it came in this box, right? This fancy, the experience of opening the box, right? And they came in this box, and they clipped them in, and they're like, all right, you're done, and we'll see you, in 2 weeks, and they gave me my other ones, but they're like, in 2 weeks, you're gonna switch to these, and then you're gonna come back in 2 weeks, we're gonna see where you're at, and then we're gonna kind of go. Now, depending on how bad your teeth are, if there's a lot of crowding, they may need to do some space making, so they'll take a diamond drill and they'll drill on the side of your teeth. They did that with me. I didn't really need any Novocaine or anything. It didn't hurt really at all. You just feel it. But they create a little bit of room because I have some crowding on bottom where it's going to push through. And that was basically my experience. So I came back home first day, and I was just like, whoa, it felt like a mouth guard. Like if you've ever been in fighting, I used to do MMA for a long time. And it felt like I had my mouth guard in all day. It makes you very thirsty. You want to drink because you feel like your lips are getting chapped. So I'll speaking of that, I'm going to go over what to expect, because I think I went into it without really understanding what's to come. When you have them on, there's a lot of pressure in your mouth at all times. It feels like if I was to grab my teeth and kind of pull on them and just hold them. And that's really what they're designed for. So you don't really think about that, but you're going to feel pressure, not necessarily pain right away, but pressure for sure. You're going to notice something's in there, at least for the first day or two. I was lucky enough not to get any sharp edges, but there are parts of the top and bottom of the clips where I feel like, oh man, I shouldn't rub my tongue there. So I'm adapting to what's in my mouth, which is interesting for me. And yeah, just getting used to the pressure, I think, is the weirdest thing. Day 2 came, there was a lot of sensitivity on my teeth because when you eat, you gotta pop them out, and you wanna pop them out from the back. So you gotta reach back in your molars and pop them, and then wiggle them and pop them off. They're pretty tough. They're on there. If you don't, you can't take them off from the front. It's damn near impossible. So don't even try. It's a waste of your time. So yeah, you pop them off the front, or you pop them off the back to work to the front, pop them all the way off, and you feel it. I feel like that's probably where it hurts the most now, is when I'm popping them off to eat. Especially the bottom, because I have the crowding there. The top's not so bad. I for the most part, I have straight teeth on the top. They throw them up there because they're kind of correcting with your bottom smile to line up. But yeah, the first night I took a Benadryl to go to sleep, not gonna lie, because I was so worried about the pressure, right? But honestly, since then, I was able to pass out last night without a problem. Day 2 was kind of rough. Just feeling the pressure, I think, is the tough part. And then now, I actually am starting to adapt to them. So today's Monday, I got them on Friday. I'm actually starting to adapt now. Or I got them on Saturday, sorry. But I'm starting to adapt. And it's starting to feel less and less like there's something there. Although I do know that something's in there, it doesn't feel as bad. So it does take some time to adapt. I don't think that I'll ever feel like nothing's there. I think that it'll just won't bother me as much. So there's that. So some steps and tips that I have for any new beginners along with me that I've done so far. Number one, get some aspirin. The aspirin makes a world of difference, especially once you start getting the sensitivity in the toothache. So there's that. Get some Sensodyne. When I brush my teeth, I brush with Sensodyne first, and then I'll kind of double up and put on like Crest, and then brush again with that. Don't forget to floss, things like that. Getting used to brushing after every meal is actually kind of interesting. But at the same time, I feel like meals are kind of a break from the pressure feeling. It makes you feel normal again. So I actually look forward to eating a lot. I'm like, oh, when can I get these off so I can take a break? You know. But yeah, you don't want to wear them any shorter than, I think my dentist said 22 hours a day. So you got to keep them on almost all the time, except when you're eating. And then occasionally after eating for like maybe 10 minutes, I'll keep them off to kind of like settle down, maybe suck on some ice, because that's actually something I found that helps, is just a little bit of ice. And then, like I said, just Tylenol, things like that. If you have a hard time sleeping, definitely maybe get a sleep aid for the first night or two. But after the first night or two, you start to get used to it, and you can pass out pretty easily. So that's my experience so far, guys. I'm gonna do update videos to this. I do want some of you guys to follow along on my journey and kind of see where I'm going. As you can see, I do have crowding. I expect this all to be straight in about 9 to 12 months. That's what they're estimating. And I have a total of 24 trays. The first 2 are gonna be 2 weekers, and then they're gonna do 1 a week. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm just going along with what they're saying. I'm just gung-ho on this because I'm eyes on the prize, and that's kind of my mentality. Like, while I'm feeling all the pain and like the weirdness, I'm like, oh, eye on the prize, gonna have straight teeth, gonna have nice teeth, and then I'm good to go. So anyways, guys, that's the video. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more content. I will have more how-to and let's try it videos in the near future, along with my stock videos. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments, anything that I missed, or even if you are on your own Invisalign journey and you have any advice for me, that would be great, because I'm still learning too. But other than that, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace.